Hey, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. As always, I feel like my legs are still cooked from the weekend and then some very fast races over the last 2 days. Hey, Roland. So we're just kind of spinning things here, getting ready. Gonna do the crit. I don't know what to expect. And I added the chat to my big mess of garbage that I have on my screen in front of me. So we'll see how it all goes. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but Tuesday, that was tough. Saw some great videos from other YouTubers racing the ZRL as well. So, I mean, Miguel had an outstanding race, well worth the watch for his video. And one that I watched today, I will say that DC, man, he did something that I predicted in my recon. Somebody might do. Definitely not somebody like me, but somebody might do. And man, was that great to watch. So, tip my hat to DC. That was a great move that he pulled off with the power-ups. And I was pretty excited actually to see it at the end of the day. Let's switch angles here. Get all the different things going. So yeah, it was really good to see that. It's nice to see because there was a wide variety, and I think that's what makes it a good course. Again, tough course, tough race. But what made that course good is that there were so many different kind of ways that people and teams went about things. It just made for some exciting racing at the end of the day. Pretty fun to watch. Oh God, my legs are heavy. I don't know how you guys been doing after the week. And then like Mike plus bike, he had his ladder race, which was awesome to watch as well. He did really awesome in there. Although, I will say it, that Mike did scare me at one point in that race. But that's what makes racing exciting. You go from, front to back, back to front. It's got everything in there. Oh, I feel like this D pace is too much. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they come up for round 2 for Zwift Racing League. How those routes look. I have a suspicion they might be a little New York heavy, new map heavy. It seems to be kind of how they want to go about things. They want to add in some new routes, which is good. Kind of makes it a little more difficult on the recon side of things. Recons are interesting when you have to go out and ride it for the first time as well. You can come join me on the Royal Pump 8 course. I'm good. Yeah, but as I was saying, it's when you do the recons for new courses, I mean, it's interesting to take a look. I mean, a lot of times it's areas that you've ridden before, maybe strung together a little different. But it makes it hard in the sense, like, I know that people stitch them together and they'll put together things, but I like to ride the route and have the mileage when I do the route maps and route sheets for the race. I kind of like to have the mileage markers as close as possible. So I always like to ride the official route from the pens, so everything is kind of in line as it should be. But I think we're going to have a New York heavy route. I am scared to think how much climbing that's probably going to involve, and that we will have to do that on the recon stuff. Other people doing cool stuff. Eric Barnett is doing his October, which is insanity if you ask me. I don't know why anybody wants to do the Alp, but he is doing it on a daily basis. His first one up, you know, set a new PR sub 1 hour, which is awesome to see. Puts my 2.5 hour PR to shame. So there you go. Why is my chat not updating? There we go. Some technicals. Other than that, we've been messing around. Pretty excited. I got some new light stands for the studio, which sounds absolutely boring. But for any of you that kind of utilize spaces and especially use photography equipment, most light stands are those tripods that go out. They take out a huge amount of space. And if you're like me, you're prone to tripping over them. I mean, I've got a green screen stand, I've got 4 lights, and yeah, and then there's 2 big studio lights back there. Anyways, I just got these stands to kind of play with and see how they work, and I really like them. They've got kind of a round base, they're flat, so I mean, knowing me, I can probably still trip over them, but the nice part is they don't have those big long feet. If I'm going to trip over it, I'm walking way too close to the pole. So I'm pretty excited with that, to the point that I think I kind of just wanted to get them to see them, because sometimes you use equipment and you're like, this isn't really what I was looking for or what I wanted, but these are pretty awesome. And I put the camera on one as well, just because sometimes I do like to rove things around. This is on one of those rad cycling tables, and I've got a bunch of stuff attached to it, and then I sometimes roll it to do other videos. So I think pretty cool in that regards. So pretty happy with those. At some point, I always say this, I got to kind of break down what I do in here at the end of the day, and kind of show how it's set up But I always feel like it's a mess. And then I get it sorted. And then I should probably film. And then I start getting these like stupid ideas that I need to change some things. And I end up changing them. And yeah, and then I make a mess again. The big thing is when you got a bunch of lights, it's definitely, there's a lot of cables running, which I don't like as a look, but you know, I am on a concrete slab at the end of the day, so I can't run juncture boxes sort of, you know, underneath and then have nice little pop-ups, which would be awesome. That would be amazing. If anybody has a space like that, I'm totally envious, where you can kind of like not have cables freaking everywhere. You know, even just to plug your trainer in, that you got a nice little tight bundle in behind. Looks nice and clean. I don't have that. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Saw Jail in the group that I dropped off here. Like I said, I got the chat kind of set up so I can see the in-game chat. It's not going to come up on the screen for YouTube, but I've utilized Sauce to kind of give me a better chatty thing than what I was doing with the map at the end of the day. So we'll see. We'll see how long I keep that up. And then other good videos that I watch Roland's cyclocross. If you haven't watched that, watch that as well. That, I will say, Roland, like, that course was nuts. Like, it looked, for the most part, like pretty tacky / dry, but then you get to that one point and then you just like ride through a slough, which is rest in peace for anybody that wears any white cycling shoes. And you're gonna have to clean your bike afterwards, which is, you know, I guess part of cross anyways, but yeah, it was just a mess. And then there's like some super tight turns. They had like one turn in between the barns, so it was like a 90, and it's just like, whew. And then their single track was pretty aggressive too. Yeah, the fire department came and filled. Why? Why did they fill that up? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like cyclocross, it has its things. It has mud. It has, you know, stuff, and sometimes there is a mud pit just because that's where the water is. But you know, or some of the ones that are on the beaches, you know, you can't fight the ocean. But yeah, it was just funny to me because it was just like, it was a pit. It was a pit. And then there's that, like, you got into the back there and then it became single track. And like what I would call, I call it like slightly technical single track, I guess. Like it was pretty aggressive for what I would consider a cross course. Mountain biking, whatever, but on a cross bike, there was a couple things, but yeah, man, like on those laps, you were killing. Like once you got because you kind of go, and then there was like the lump, and then it would go down, and then people get stuck on the lump, and then they unclip, and they slow everybody down, and blah, blah, blah. And then there was one guy that looks like he just fell off the side of the mountain at one point that you passed. It's just like, and then when it cleared up, like, I mean, you were flying down there. It was, like I said, I enjoy watching stuff like that. It's, you gotta love the chaos. And then after you came down, you had to go up, and that was a long climb for cross too. I mean, that course is nuts. I don't know what the deal is 100% with that, but like, whew. That had to be, your legs had to be toast after that. That just didn't look uber friendly. Hey Darren, how's it going? How are things, my man? ZRL looked tough for you. Kind of popped in. Like I said, Tuesday I try to pop into everybody's races, and there was such a wide variation of what things are going. I think that if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not getting my races mixed up, he had a nice bridge after the first sprint down the Dirty Suppressa, leading into Jarvis to get back on. Two days in my 40 years. Oh, nice, man. Congratulations. Happy belated birthday. Man, I wish I was still in my 40s. It'd be nice. I mean, this ZRL is just packed with hitters. Like, you take any average race and then you bump it up a couple notches, and that's ZRL. That's just how it is. There are guys that are sitting on that top that are doing the balancing act, and there's some guys that are just not doing the balancing act, and they're gonna get it promoted and all that kind of stuff. Which makes the race really hard for everybody else at the end of the day. Go and live on my own now. Nice. Our cyclocross on the island tends to lean towards mountain bike. It's just the terrain, which is fair. I mean, here we typically, like city-wise, we just take over parks, like grass parks. So we go beat the hell out of that, I guess. But I mean, you run with what you have. I mean, the bike skill, Roland, to run those races is much higher in a sense. And then when you go and run, you know, a more civilized cross course, you'll be that much better for it. We have people who have done 4.5 for the race. Yeah, it's like I said. That's Zwift Racing League, man. That's you're gonna have people that top out that are really the category above, and it's all part of it. I mean, let's be honest. If you are in, you know, real world cat, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are going to be people there that blow your doors off. But you see, you're on the way to upgrading it there. Like, most people aren't even there. Most people have like one, maybe bike fully upgraded. Maybe. They're maybe working on 2. I'm working on, well, 2. I guess technically 3. But, yeah, you're miles ahead. And you see, like, that would have me fully upgraded on this, and I've been working on this for a while. I guess the difference being is that the vast majority of my kilometers comes from outdoors. If Zwift had done it where it wasn't just XP for the kilometers that you do outside and that you actually got kilometers, I would have so much upgraded. But then again, you can't exactly ride the bike that you're upgrading outside. mean, I guess you could pre-select it and ride it at the end of the day, but I mean, I think it detracts from it a bit. It's a disadvantage in some way for some people, sure. Because I'd much rather go do 100K outside. I mean, in all honesty, I would get a level a week if they allowed me to take my outdoor mileage and apply it to bikes. So, but like I said, I'm not complaining. I just sit here and noodle, and then race a little bit. The thing is, when I race, I'll take my best bike, so I kind of miss out on that. Unless I get blown out the back. There's been a couple of times where I've been absolutely brutalized, and I'll just switch the bike because it's like I'm not going to win. You know, battling for whatever place I'm going for isn't going to matter at the end of the day. So why not just get 5, 10, 15 kilometers added to whatever I'm working on. I guess we can open up betting. Like I said, I don't know what to tell you guys for today. My legs are very heavy still. They do hurt. I don't feel like I've fully recovered from the weekend. I went hard on Tuesday. I did all right there. That just compiled on what I had, and there we go. Pace partner helps. I'm sure it does. But I mean, let's be honest. I started riding with the D, and I'm just spinning at a pace that I'm not anything. This is how I like to ride, like 50 watts. 50 watts, beach cruiser, eat some ice cream, look at the pretty ladies. That's my pace. They should have that in Zwift. I don't know why it's not a thing. So I got to give some thought to what we're doing this winter. Part of me thinks that I've got to look at doing some club stuff, actually doing that properly. Maybe doing a club thing on the weekend. Don't know how I would do it. Probably just an open class kind of thing. And then figure out a way to score it afterwards. Hey Steph, how's it going? The man with almost 200K in loyalty points has arrived. Everybody can, clear the table for Mr. Evil Steph. It's one of our best customers. How's work been, my man? We know you've been working harder than anybody else. It's got to be like almost 200,000, is my guess. Pretty close, 198. It's a pretty solid amount of points. I'm gonna have to increase the price. The thing is when new people come here, I want to encourage them to use the redeemables and stuff like that. But thanks to the wheel, there's some ridiculous money kicking around. I'm gonna have to make some crazy level redeemables or something like that. Maybe I'll make a redeem secret, and then it'll be some ridiculous amount of points that somebody has to do. And then what'll happen is somebody will get it, it'll be so ultra lame. Work a lot of long days, and today, nice ladder race, 3-on-3. Ooh. Oh, God. That That hurts. That, and I gotta clean my shoes because they are still filthy from sand. And I'm starting to feel bad about it. Whew. See, even powering up, like that first few pedal strokes, it just hurts. My back is feeling better though. A lot of the, like I said, a lot of my stabilizers from never really being a runner and having to run up hills and through sand, they probably caused me the most grief. Stupid fox and box. Oh, well, it's better than you than me, Steph. That's not cool at all. Like I said, I don't know why people climb. Tempest Fugit, perfectly nice place to hang out. I don't know how many people, I think there was like half a dozen signed up. There'll probably be more at this juncture in the race. I think I saw Jail in there. I saw Miguel hop on too, but I'm not sure where Miguel is numbers wise. Like I said, I dipped down again below 450, so, but I think the way Rhinos has it, it's like the mid fives is the cutoff. It's got like a 530 max maybe, I think, or something like that. Not 100% sure. If you haven't done so already, please smash that like button and give us a thumbs up as it helps the stream a huge amount. I failed last minute. My legs are still hurting yesterday's ride, TFC. I'm just... nice, nice. Nice. I don't know how well you might smash the crap out of me today, JL. Like I said, my legs are pretty toast too. Not that I raced yesterday like Miguel, but things... I don't have a shot glass. We're doing a trooper style today. Cheers, guys.
Do it. There's another rookie. It's embarrassing. Come on, Thorn. Oh.
Except we're not doing the whole
this man.
Climbing is just fine when not racing. When you get to go your, like, anything is fine when you're not racing because you get to go your own pace, usually. If you have friends like mine, sometimes you don't even get to do that. Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. I like to stand and climb outdoors. I think it's more advantageous outside for me than it is indoors. I think number one, it's the angle. Makes a big difference. It's not like my bike moves up or down. It's not like I'm going to buy a kick or climb anytime soon. Yeah, thanks. I did almost 3 hours between turf and surf and nights at the round table. Jeez. Yeah, no, I get that, Breezy. I've been warming up now for half an hour, and I am so done from the weekend and then ZRL, which I will say this, like I said, there's some fantastic ZRL videos to watch. Watch Miguel's. Definitely, like I said, DC's. If you want to see something different, DC Zwifter, that is the race to watch this week for ZRL. Like I said, he did the 2 power-up combo. It was really cool to watch. So there's that. And, you know, everybody had races. You know, I watched Darren's race. I watched Mike's race. I watched Nathan Craig's race. I watched all these races. You know, I watched Blue Bullet Cycling's race, like Jizza's race. Like, I watched pretty much everybody's race that I could. And there was such a wide variety of things that happened in them and tactics. And it was, like I said, I think as hard as that course was and as hard as that race was, it's the markings of a good course. In that it's just not like, this is how it's going to end, which is really kind of cool. For a crazy high redeem, they get to pick your bike and tires unless you do that little. We had that before. I've had that when I did the St. Jude's charity ride. There was all that. I mean, I still owe a PRL from that that's coming in December, which we'll schedule at some point. Yeah, I mean, they got to pick bikes, they got to pick wheel sets with certain donations. So yeah, I mean, we could definitely do that. I kind of like the idea of a secret one where it's like some redonkulous kind of thing, but I'll have to give it some thought to what it is. Alex has a video. I will check that out. Maybe, James, it's a very distinct possibility.
All right, JD, this one's
which
for
I
you.
should do is join the event here.
Go JD. Build this piano with some TNT. Go JD.
I also like what Miguel refers to the group as in his other video for the week, which is refers to us as the Monday Mafia. We've gone from something so innocent as Team Donut to the Monday Mafia. How times progress. All right, we got 9. Oh, we got another N-Bilon wheel. Looks to be a YouTuber. And he got the YouTube badge. Maybe stream siping. Bilon wheel if you are watching. Let us know in the chat. Gotta subscribe to the channel though. I have that still blocked off. I don't think I'm ever taking it off at this point. Sorry, random people that drop in that want to go. And I thought there was 2 riders stacked really close. It looked like some weird ultra wide wheel, but it is not. Alex Larman. Oh, for the race video. Closed at 13. What? Wow. Ooh. That's a hard task. I think it's a really hard task on Zwift. In the real world, catching somebody on the downhill sometimes can be a lot easier. It just comes down sometimes in the real world down to how big your cojones are. Because I'll tell you, when you start getting up there in speed, I get sketched out still. And it's funny, I know it's like completely irrational in my head. And then sometimes I'll snap out of it. And then we're good, but sometimes like I just get in my own head, and I'm pretty toasted still, MK, from Tuesday and the built-up fatigue from the CX and the Monday race. So yeah, 100% Steph, how good your cornering is. That should leave a pretty good opportunity for you, MK. Look, you had a pretty awesome race on Monday. I watched Mike's thing and watched you just absolutely stomp in the last few hundred meters of that race. So no secrets or trickery here. It's I'm going to be lazy in this race. So I apologize ahead of time if you're expecting me to do silly stuff or even like last week, pump every climb up. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not going to push. I'm just saying I don't know how much push I got at the end of the day. So bet wisely. I don't know what to tell you. It could be anything today. It really could. Yeah, but you still stuck in there and you still, everybody rides their race. It doesn't matter if you're first or 21st, man. You got a race to run and there's some things to do, and you can still have fun and make it a race. Like, sometimes those battles for, those extra couple spots, that can be fun. Oh, I know, Steph. It is my style. Well, I should be top 20, James, if there's only 14 people. Let's hope anyways. I've done worse. See, Roland's in here as well. Top 15 maybe. Oh, it's Bill on wheels. Makes sense. We'll have to see who that is after. We're just following first time up. A brick? What? Nice. You're the fastest brick I know, Steph. Yeah, it's good though. I mean, the more people that are doing it, the better, I think. I mean, it makes it a bit harder to stand out maybe, but you know, it's good for the Zwift community. It's good for the YouTube Zwift community. Oh, I didn't put it on the disc wheel. Oops. Whew. Whew. Ye claw. Do-do-do.
Go JD. Go JD. It's kind of sucking, but go JD.
Did we lose some already? We did. Thanks, Steph. Nice thought to use Radio Dead as a launch, if that's what he was thinking. Although he may not have realized he was a block down. All the boys are here, Roland, MK, Jail. Come on, MK. Do.
Go JD. Go JD. It's kind of sucking, but go JD.
Next question. Yeah, hi, can you ride fast? Fuck you!
I've been working out so hard today that my sleeves fell off. Ah!
Well, this is just awful. These men are literally trying to tear one another apart.
Whew. Nicely done. Yes, MK. Nicely done. That's what I was hoping for. was hoping for you or Roland there. Beauty, MK, beauty. You can. You absolutely, you have my permission. That was a beautiful run. Sorry, James. He did. I saw him go by. If you're wondering why I wasn't sprinting, it's because I saw MK going and I wanted him to power through. I mean, I think you all realized what I was doing at the end. I think. Wasn't saying anything because we do have some stream snappers from time to time. But I was hoping to see him or Roland whip through. So beautiful. Beautiful. So, nicely done, MK. That was awesome. I wanted to push that last lap a bit, stay out in front, make them chase. I was hoping, like I said, that Roland and MK were reading my vibes because, well, I mean, you've all seen me race enough that you know that's not, if I'm going to win, it's not going to be off the front. It's going to be from where I was in the pack, but like I said, if they were up there, I wanted to see it happen. Nice. Hey, it worked. Like I said, I don't always I like having the headset on and then you can kind of talk. But usually it's just me heavy breathing in your ear. But, you know, it's all you guys, like, you hear enough, you race enough, you know what I race like, you know exactly what's going to come about and how we go about things. So, I mean, better only 3 laps alone instead of 3 with the group. See, I can see you. Jail just wrote that in the chat, the other chat. I can see all that now. Doing 63 watts, 105 beats a minute, 248 behind. But, yeah, Roland was up there a lot. I thought you were looking strong, Roland. You were looking really strong. Bill on wheels, we'll have to see on YouTube. I'm surprised, to be honest. I was only one. Didn't really sprint, and it was only 1.63 out. But again, that's why I didn't want to, because I didn't want to pull anybody up or through, kind of thing. But well deserved, MK. Well deserved. Nicely done, Jail. 10th place. Well done, my man. You were up there too for a fair bit. That was nice. That's a good race. So, if you guys are in the Discord, we can discuss it in the chat here. I want to figure out. I mean, it's October. We're forecast snow Sunday here. Hopefully it doesn't stick around and still get another week or so outside. But that time is quickly approaching of when I need stuff to do and I need to keep myself motivated. Usually I do that by indoor training and racing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously we have the Mondays, we have the Thursdays. So I know guys like to do tinies on Saturday. So maybe it's a Sunday thing, but then that brings us to Monday. So probably like a Saturday. But, you know, just kind of let us know in the Discord when a kind of good time is. I kind of either want to do, I want to do something with the the Paint Inc. Zwift club, do some things, whether that's set up like short races or whatever, or longer races, because Zwift doesn't necessarily have some longer races where we can all sort of be in there, have a good time, have some fun, jump on the Discord, chit chat, all that kind of good stuff, and just all ride, train, have some fun together, maybe goof around, I don't know, group ride kind of thing. I don't know, you tell me what you guys like doing and we'll figure something out. I'm also really kind of thinking about loading up my whoosh again and giving that a shot on weekends. Like I said, it's not my favorite graphically. It's not my favorite kind of look sometimes. Although I do like to give things a fair shake. The nice thing with my whoosh is that it's free, so it's not like it's a big thing for anybody. But I kind of want to start poking my head in there and seeing what can be done kind of within their ecosystem as well. You know, I would love for Zwift to respond to anything that I've sent to them. It would be deeply appreciated if they did that, but it really doesn't. It doesn't look like they, you know, that they're going to, which is unfortunate because I do love the platform and I love everybody here and I love racing here and I love everything that everybody does, like Gordon and Rhino and Dirt and all the crew and everything like that, and racing with you guys. But yeah, I just kind of want to see what else is going on. So maybe weirdly do a Saturday whoosh thing or something like that, where kind of everybody that wants to be involved can be involved. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing because, like I said, winter. I got to keep myself occupied because my usage goes down because it's the trainer. You know, and unless I find a good series, sometimes it's hard to get on here and do what I should really be doing at the end of the day. So, like I said, if you're on the Discord, let us know in there. And probably what we'll start doing is we'll do some, like, maybe what I'll start doing after streaming is maybe we'll do a voice Discord kind of thing, chit chat or whatever. I know Thursday's a bad day because everybody's kind of jumping now to warm up to get ready for the WTRL. Everybody that I know that's on dirt is doing that right now, getting ready for those things. So, I mean, Mike and Miguel and, you know, Riz and all the guys, Paul, everybody will be jumping on to race the team time trials. So, but anyways, great racing. Congratulations to MK. I will shoot you the link for the collab shortly in the Discord. Great job, my man. I am sure MK either streamed or will have a video shortly. So when you see this on the rerun, if you haven't gone over to MK's channel, make sure to head over there, check out his content, subscribe. You will be able to, I believe, probably see his race from the winning perspective, what he did, and probably what he was thinking and talking about the whole time, and maybe listen to MK Heavy Breathe and help yourself get some, you know, ASMR in those regards as well. Thanks, Roland. Appreciate it as well. I'll shoot you a link as well, my man. Check out Roland's channel. He's got some great cyclocross. Check out this week's video from Roland. That is the craziest cyclocross course I have seen in a long time, to the point that when, like I said, there is a fantastic water trap. When I saw it, I'm like, what the heck is going on there? So check out Roland's stuff. And yeah, appreciate you all. Oh, we got to spin the wheel. What the heck? We got to spin the wheel. I don't have a question. I don't even know what to ask. Microphone sponsor. What's the microphone sponsor for the channel? First person correct in the chat gets to spin the wheel. If you can read that. I'm not sure if the camera picks that up. Steph's been on a tear. Maybe he'll spin the wheel. Maybe he'll risk it all. Rode. Miguel is correct. Rode microphones. If you're looking to stream, I have found personally that having these little lav mics are the best thing, better than big mics, anything like that. I have a fan blasting in my face. Hopefully you guys don't hear it, but it still picks up my heavy breathing, so it's not perfect. There's always a link in my videos down below to the Rode store to pick them up. They are a sponsor of the channel. I do get kickbacks from Rode, just so you know. So if you use that link, it helps me out, helps you out as well. I think these things were on sale for a substantial discount, and they've been absolutely fantastic. It's I can say this about a couple of the sponsors that I've had throughout my thing. Rode is one of the ones that approached me, and I was extremely happy because I owned their stuff well before they ever approached me. So it's always nice to get people that you use their stuff that want to partner with you. So let's get this going. So you want to spin the wheel there? I love the Rode mics. Yeah, because you use Rode as well, correct, Miguel? You've got the white ones, which I think is kind of cool. They got a whole bunch of colored ones too. Makes my black ones feel a little low-key, but to be honest, that's kind of what I like anyways. I assume it's going to be a yes. Miguel's betting it all. Here we go. Wheel of Chaos. Double points. Congratulations, Miguel. You're moving up on the leaderboard. We'll take care of that now. Before I forget, because I have a tendency to forget these things later on.
I've been working out so hard today that my sleeves fell off. Ah!
Check those again, Miguel. Make sure that they have updated. Turn off the wheel. And I'm going to hopefully implement music next week. I've been saying that for a year. That we can actually use. You should be all up there. I think that plops you into almost like third place for points. Whoa, just under 100K. Nicely done. All right, gents. If you're racing WTRL tonight and Team Time Trial, best of luck to you and all your teammates. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Discuss everything that we talked about in the Discord. Links in there in the chat if you're watching this in the replay, or it's in the video description down below. Community's grown massively in the last few weeks there. We have over doubled in size. So I appreciate you, everybody who has gone and joined the Discord. Best of luck racing. Check out some great videos that we talked about throughout this race. And we will see you all on Monday for some... Well, I'll just call it Z Racing, but we all know that they've changed the name. It's Z Racing. It's always going to be Z Racing. See ya.